Hey everyone, 95 Fathoms here with my shiny compilation from the Scarlet and Violet Indigo Disk DLC. Unlike most of my shiny compilations, this one is not really a quest, but also not just a set of random shinies. I went into the DLC not planning to hunt a full team, but after finding a couple shinies, I was having more fun than I anticipated and figured I would keep it going just, as long as I was enjoying it, and in the end, it snowballed into 2 complete teams of 6, one for Scarlet and one for Violet. Bottom line, Gen 9 shinies feel very different to me than shinies in non-overworld games, and I take them less seriously as a result, so I didn't get hung up on my teams being hunted in some particular way or being a true quote-unquote dream team the way I would in other games. I basically just wanted 2 full teams of shinies that would be fun to have and or use, and shinies that would be large enough that I wouldn't give myself a migraine hunting for them. My Scarlet team mostly came about from just resetting outbreaks until one showed up with a cool Pokemon in it, whereas my Violet team was more purposefully themed, but both teams included a random shiny and both also included a shiny that I found on the other game, and I hunted one of the shinies outside of the terrarium because it matched the theme I wanted for my Violet team. The shiny clips themselves will give you some context, but I decided what to do with some of them after the fact, so I wanted to give an overarching intro to clarify that. For anything my commentary doesn't cover, the layout will tell you which game's team each shiny wound up on in the end. Finally, I kind of wanted to make one video dedicated to all of my Gen 9 DLC shinies and not drag it out, so I just wanted to also throw in quickly 3 random shinies that weren't a part of these teams, all of which I only got Switch clips of. I found 2 random shinies in the teal mask in Violet, a Heracross and a Lotad, though I didn't find any shinies in teal mask in Scarlet, which could be because I played Violet first and took my time with it and then I just kind of bum rushed Scarlet, or it could be that I failed a shiny without noticing it, who knows. But finally, I got a random Alolan Geodude in the Indigo Disk after I'd put together my teams on my Scarlet version. Anyway, with all of that prelude out of the way, I will dive into the footage here, and I hope you enjoy all of my Indigo Disk shinies. Shiny Magby. There's my shiny. Well, and right next to a Rhydon. I mean, it's a cool shiny at least. Not really what I wanted, but I wasn't officially hunting for Rhydon yet. So, whatever. I don't know if I'm going to include this as a phase for Rhydon, or if I'm just going to make this another random shinies in Scarlet Violet video, because I wasn't technically hunting yet, but... Okay, I'm gonna nature guess... Impish. It's neutral nature, flame body, bashful. Okay, and it is markless. Shiny Magby. Shiny Magby. That's just gonna get wrecked. Oh my god! Shiny Rhydon! What? That was so fast! Dang! DLC just came out, like, last night. So this is the 14th? Yes, it's the 14th. So, like, this is technically the release date, but it released, like, last night at 8 p.m. Eastern. But yeah, I ended up going for it. I found a Magby, while I was, sort of halfway trying to set up an outbreak for this, and I reset, got an outbreak, but we're gonna nature guess quiet. That's my usual nature. That's my default nature to go with. I like to guess other natures, but, it's modest. Shiny Rhydon. Oh my god! Shiny Flygon! Why? Just did a sandwich! Dude, I was like casually hunting this. I wasn't even sure if I was gonna stick with it. Dude, that's so cool. Wild shiny Flygon. Hell yeah. Oh, that was a crit cat. Flygon is a shiny I've always loved. Oh, hello world. I'm so glad that they released a finished product. I'm so glad. I'm gonna guess Sirius. It is bold. It's bold. No mark. Alright, there's my Magmortar and a regular Flygon, and here is shiny Flygon. It's been so long since I played this game, I kind of forgot. I'm forgetting how easy shinies are to get in it, and I've been hatching Burmy for the last, like, 2 months straight. So, I've forgotten what it's like to get a shiny at all. Shiny Scizor! Yes! Dude! Nope, that's the wrong button. Yes, shiny Scizor. Okay, so I'm doing way more hunting in this DLC than I thought I was gonna. I've just been enjoying it, so, you know, I figured I would just go with it. So, here we are. Decided to go for a Scizor. First sandwich, had like 10 minutes left on it. We're gonna go where, oh, there are my luxury balls. Just to match the metallic. Doesn't match the color, but. And there we go. Caught. I'm gonna nature guess. Gonna nature guess lonely. So maybe I'm gonna give your Pokemon a nice washing. They really said, hey, you want some homework? It's naive, and it is technician, and it's marked. It's my first marked shiny, because I haven't really gotten that many shinies in the games where marks exist. It's the Dawn mark. I like that. That's cool. It's not the uncommon mark, so it's at least something interesting. Shiny Scizor, the early riser. Shiny Reuniclus! Oh my god, I just restarted this recording. I mean, I knew it would look really good, because I saw Quick Panic get this, and it looked amazing. I love Reuniclus's shiny, so I'm back with another shiny. I think I decided I do want to hunt a full team for the Indigo Disk. I'll probably record an intro that says something to that effect, so my discombobulated thoughts throughout this whole thing will be a little bit clearer, but kind of figured I was 4/6 of the way there. I might as well go all the way. It's not that hard getting shinies in this game. I think I'm going to try to catch it in a heavy ball, because I got my first one in a dive ball. So I'll go for something a little bit different. I got my Rhydon in a dive ball. Dive ball is my favorite type of ball. That's why I caught Rhydon in it, even though it doesn't really match. But okay, so let's nature guess Naughty. It's got Overcoat, which I think is good. Okay, it is neutral. It's Bashful. Shiny Reuniclus. That looks gorgeous. It looks really good in this game. Shiny Electabuzz! Here, can you come over here? No one. Hello, sir or ma'am. Okay. There he is, Shiny Electabuzz, and that's a terrible battle angle. But I do have the high ground, so there's that. Took a little bit longer than the other hunts, but everything in this game that everything in the DLC that I've hunted has been like nothing. So, but I did 4 sandwiches. I keep referencing sandwiches. I don't know that it's a thing that people generally do where they do sandwiches and outbreaks anymore. I feel like that's what everybody was doing back when the game first released, or that's what I saw people doing. And so it's just the habit I got into. And also, I feel like it's a better way of preventing a phase if, like, when you're outside of the outbreak, you're not getting anything that isn't the type. It isn't the type that you're hunting. I mean, I was still seeing Magnemite and Elekid, which there's every possibility I failed in Elekid, even with knocking out some of them. But so I was doing level 3 encounter power to remove the chance of getting anything but electric types, because I figured those are easier. Scraggy, I would not be able to... I can barely tell that shiny in sprites. Forget in 3D. So yeah, so these have all been full on. I'm not doing shiny sandwiches. I'm just doing sandwiches to eliminate other spawns, or at least increase them. I think I did level 2 sandwiches here and there. Nature guess. I'm gonna guess timid. It's not timid. That's no, not rash. Lax, yeah. Not marked. I mean, Electivire has a great shiny, but I also figured since I have Magmortar and I have Rhydon, Electabuzz just seemed like a fitting way to end it off. Obviously, it would be more fitting if I had Rhyperior instead of Rhydon, but I am not going to evolve my Rhydon. I'm doing Eviolite because I love Rhydon. I love Rhyperior too, just not as much as Rhydon. I have like how many shiny Rhyhorn and Rhydon, and I have literally 0 shiny Rhyperior. It's actually kind of funny. There's my shiny Electabuzz. I really hate Joltik. Like, this cave is a shiny hunter's worst nightmare. It really is. Oh, wait! That's a shiny Magnemite. That's a shiny Magnemite. That's so stupid. Oh no, okay. I'm literally talking about how this cave is a shiny hunter's worst nightmare, and there's a random shiny Magnemite. Okay, I stand by it. That's my first shiny Magnemite in this game. I honestly think I noticed that more easily than the Sandy Shocks that I actually hunted for. Which I really thought would be pretty noticeable, and it was not. This thing was, though. Okay, I'm gonna get a nature guess. Bold. It's bold. Hey, I got it right. It's not marked, though. Alright. Well, we're back to forgetting how Scarlet and Violet work. Random shiny Magnemite. Oh, shiny Venomoth. Shiny Venomoth. Oh my god. Okay. Hang on, I'm gonna pause for a second. Okay, we're back. I was in the middle of something. I didn't have my right mic hooked up. I was just recording while I did this on the side, and yeah, so that's why you got slightly worse audio quality, and that's why I paused for a second until I was able to focus full attention. I was not planning on expecting to find a shiny Venomoth. I'm playing through my Violet because I'm going to need to play through to get the new Paradox Pokemon. Not that it really matters, but I do like to fill out the Pokedex even if I don't get the shiny charm. I am going to make a Sandstorm team to play through on Violet. One of the things that this DLC does have going for it is that the double battles are fun, and I don't usually do much team building or anything, but I figured why not have fun with it instead of just trying to like blaze through it with a boring strategy, because I really enjoyed somewhat strategizing on my Scarlet game, and Venomoth is not going to fit on that. I don't think Venomoth is going to be very good for a Sandstorm team, I'm going to be honest. This is my first shiny Venomoth in Gen 9, but it's still cool to find. I love Venomoth. I don't have any problem with finding lots of shiny Venomoth. It's a great shiny, and I love Pokemon. We're gonna nature guess Naive. And it is... Is that Naive? That's Naive. Damn. Well, go me. Not marked, though. Let's dump Decidueye out. You know, I ordinarily like to just use my own Pokemon, but honest to God, the BP grind is so slow, and I like playing Pokemon by myself. I don't... I will resist their attempts to force me to play with other people. Wait, no, come back, Chansey. There we go. Well, you did actually get to see the sparkles because of the distance on that, but let's switch it out and switch it back in, and, but one way or another, Gen 9 Shiny Venomoth. Pupitar should pop like crazy. Yep, it did! Shiny Pupitar! Decided to build a Sandstorm team for my playthrough of Violet, and, Tyranitar is going to be my Sandstorm user. I think that was it. Yep, that's crit. Finally. Love Ball doesn't really match, but I don't think there's a ball that particularly does match Tyranitar, and I like Love Balls, and I forgot to use one on... Just didn't think to use it on my shiny Magby when I caught it. I used just a Heal Ball. I'm sure I'm going to cut probably... It took like 4 tries to catch it in a Love Ball. But I'm probably going to cut most, if not all of those out. But there he is. I'm going to nature guess... I'm going to nature guess Adamant. Let's... it's definitely not Adamant. That is, it's Rash, right? Yeah, it's Rash. Mm-hmm. And no mark. No mark. God, I haven't shiny hunted in base Scarlet and Violet in so long. It's literally been almost a year, but it feels like it should have been longer than that, honestly. God, it does not feel like it was a year ago that I was finishing up my Violet DTQ. It feels like it was like 3 years ago. Shiny Pupitar. Oh, that's Shiny Tentacool! That's hilarious. Doing a Tentacruel outbreak, and I get Shiny Tentacool. For a second, I thought it was, like, light, like, reflecting off of it, or it was a Finneon or something, but no, that's definitely a Shiny Tentacool, which is insane. Shiny Tentacool is one of my favorite Shinies, honestly. I actually debated not hunting this at all, because I'm so excited to get Tentacool for the first time in Gen 4 and sprites and everything, but I don't know. Everything is so different in Gen 9, I figured it doesn't really matter. I decided to hunt more of a team, which is to say a full team, not just Tyranitar. I'm bringing over the random Magnemite I found, and I'm going to bring over my Reuniclus that I originally hunted for my Scarlet team for this Sandstorm team. And I don't know, it feels weird not hunting a full team. It feels weird having like half a team of shinies. I just have a hard time doing it anymore. But anyway, let's do a nature guess. We're gonna guess Naughty. We're gonna guess Naughty. It is not Naughty. It is Calm. I think it's Calm. And it's marked. My second ever marked shiny. Oh, sociable. Okay. So I don't know how long exactly I went without a shiny, but it feels like a little bit, but it's merited because I've gotten some really fast shinies in the DLC. So anyway, there's Tentacool the Sociable. Great shiny, really. Shiny Excadrill! Finally! Oh my god! I have been hunting this thing for... my good luck early on in the DLC has finally come back to bite me. I was shinoing on this thing so badly, There was one time where I was flying overhead, and I Shinoed so bad I started reacting. It was insane. So it's been a while. I mean, I haven't been using sandwiches because I found this outbreak, and I found a place where the outbreak could, where I could do picnic resets and not be spawning in 8 million other things, or be flying back and forth. I still did it occasionally, but flying back and forth and then Shinoing from above. So I don't have a number of sandwiches, but it's been like 7.5, 8 hours, I think, that I've been hunting this. Which, again, is merited at this point. I had some really fast shinies early on in this DLC. It took me forever to find this outbreak, too. I found a couple that were in Chargestone. A couple of them seemed to be inside the mountain, but I couldn't tell if there was just a part of Chargestone that I couldn't find. It's very difficult to know where the cave goes because of the way the map works. There we go. Caught. But then I finally got this outbreak that was outside, and I have clung onto it for dear life because the lighting in Chargestone is disgusting, and I hate it. I hate Chargestone Cavern because it is full of bad lighting and tiny Pokemon, and Pokemon with subtle shinies. Listen, I love Excadrill. I have always thought it was a really cool Pokemon, but I like it substantially less in 3D. I just think Excadrill looks way less cool in 3D. I mean, it doesn't look quite as menacing anyway, but you see it on the overworld, and it's like 2 feet tall, and I know it's a mole, but like, it looks so cool in its sprites. I was so disappointed at how like unimpressive it looked in 3D. With that said, it does have a really good shiny. I definitely want to shiny hunt this in Gen 5 at some point, but I had to shiny hunt it here because I felt like Excadrill was a really good pick for a Sandstorm team. So that's why I did it. I might have picked a different Pokemon had that not been the case. But let's do a nature guess. We're gonna guess Sassy. It's not Sassy. That's not a good nature for it. That is Rash. Yeah, it's Rash. Yeah, Sandrush is the one it came with. No marks. No marks. Also, if you do get something interesting is that Excadrill doesn't seem to be affected by the time of day when it's in a cave, which does make sense. But I'm honestly impressed Game Freak coded it that in such a complicated and detailed fashion, given the way the rest of this game is coded. But if this overworld outbreak only works during nighttime. I forgot about outbreaks being limited by time of day, and Cerebi doesn't currently have that listed as Excadrill listed as a spawn that's affected by time of day. So I thought it was bugging and the outbreak was just disappearing, and then I realized it was probably time of day, and I tested it out. So this is 5 members of my Violet Indigo Disk team now. The only one I have left is Skarmory, because I still haven't brought them over to this game, but I have Reuniclus, Magnemite, and Pupitar, soon to be Tyranitar, from my Scarlet version. So I only have one last Pokemon to hunt, and I have to get Skarmory, and we'll see if I can get an outbreak for that, because I was actually trying to reset for a Skarmory outbreak. So I haven't seen a Skarmory outbreak yet, so I hope I'll be able to find one, but either way. Is that shiny? What? That's definitely, that's shiny. What? Oh my god. I hadn't even fully adjusted to this hunt yet.
That's insane. This is my first... I just found this outbreak. I mean, I still... My sandwich still has to be running. I ran a flying sandwich just to get the outbreak. And then I, you know, figured that would help eliminate the extra spawns. Though there's no... Swablu and Shieldon both spawn here in Violet, so there's no way to completely eliminate the other spawns, or boost only Skarmory, at least. Wow, and I tried to find a video of Shiny Skarmory in Scarlet Violet, pulled up a picture on the side to be looking at, like, to compare, because the color, the reflection of the light, I was so sure I was going to fail it. And Skarmory just, like, shows up right away. That's insane. That is crazy. So I gotta get the rest of my team transferred over finally, and oh wow, I didn't even realize it was a crit cap. But there we go. Shiny Skarmory caught. I gotta get everybody transferred over, and then I can start playing through. That's very exciting. With like these textures, it's kind of hard to tell. I mean, I noticed it pretty instantly. I only second guessed it as much as I did because it happened so quickly. I mean, let's look. Let's look. I still have 19 minutes left on the sandwich, and that's... I put on the sandwich, I reset for the outbreak, so I lost some time from that, and I caught it. So this took, like, what, 5 minutes? And this is... I mean, you can see, no Shining Power. I don't have the Shiny Charm. Sparkling Power. I don't even know what it's called. That's how you know I'm not using it. I don't think I've literally ever even, like, just to try, I don't think I've ever used Sparkling Power. You know, no Shiny Charm, so it's all full odds. But damn, you know, that is full odds. Sometimes hunts take no time at all. I'm gonna nature guess Timid, which would not be good for it, but I'm gonna guess it anyway. It's not Timid. It is another nature that's not very good for it, which is Mild. It's Mild. No Mark. And Shiny Skarmory. I'm glad to see Skarmory walking around in this game. I kind of wish it would also do that in battle, but you know, I guess beggars can't be choosers. This is a pretty quick little thing, even with both my Scarlet and Violet quests together. Like a little over a week, and I got 2 full teams of Shinies. So that's Gen 9 hunting for you. Which I guess has been a nice break from my recent hunting, because I literally haven't gotten a Shiny that really feels like a full odds Shiny since literally, I think it was October, and it's December 22nd. Because I've been focusing on Burmy, and I've hatched a lot of eggs without a Shiny. So I gotta go back to that, but I'm also kind of eager to go back to that because I want that hunt to finish. You know, one way or another, I hope you enjoyed your Indigo Disk playthrough, even if it probably happened no less than 6 months prior to this video going up. Hope y'all are enjoying your hunts, and well, as always, take care, and best of luck on all your hunts.